Hey guys, welcome back to another archnemesisracing video. Today we're going to be doing League Round 2, where I try to fight for the lead but it doesn't work. So let's just go straight into qualifying. Okay, now heading into qualifying, I sadly did get the cart that Jim Does Karting got if you watched the Sunday session when he had the very silly cart, which it was an alright cart, it wasn't good. You can see I'm just trying to know if my tires need warming or not. Just trying to slow down so I can get the biggest gap possible in case there's an incident. And that's all there really is to this first lap, so let's get into the good laps. Okay, now coming into my first hot lap of this qualifying, you can see here turn 1 I try and be as nice as possible. I oversteer, understeer at the same time, so that doesn't go too well. I hit the barrier a bit there, you can see I'm shaking my head. And coming into that hairpin, I'm just trying to run these same exact lines that I ran when I got my 51. And coming into the straight, I'm just tucking down into my steering wheel. And coming into this mini hairpin up here, you can see I'm overcorrecting way too much, which because I was a bit rusty. And now coming into this corner, I've hit the barrier again. I'm not driving great in quali most of the time, but races where I really get faster. Now coming to pit corner, I get the worst entry and it just does not work for me. So coming into last corner, I hit that bit and I'm just trying to just get P1, but I don't end up getting it. So let's just go straight into the race. Okay, now sitting on the grid here, I'm absolutely shaking in my boots knowing I have a lot of quick drivers around me. I'm just waiting for the light to go, just seeing if I'm on the line enough. And in a few seconds, it will be lights out and away we go. But you just gotta wait sometimes, as you can see here. But on another note, while we're waiting, thank you for 50 subscribers. Alright, it's 3, 2, 1, and it's lights out and away we go for round 2. You can see that absolute visor smack. Now you can see here, that kid on the outside just, I don't even know what happened there. So I just take it, since I had the opportunity, so I just took it. But coming around, you can see I look like I'm far away from this kid in front, but I do end up catching him a lot, and there will be a lot more on that later, so just keep on watching the video. Now coming into this hairpin up here, where I was actually a lot faster than him, I'm actually starting to gain a lot. As you can see, I've gained at least 3/10 through that corner, and it's only first lap. And coming to pit corner, he does hit that tire a little, but it's just a first lap mistake. I make it as well. And coming to last corner, I start catching a bit more, and I know that I have to overtake this kid and then get into first in the championship. And coming to first turn again, I know that I'm catching a lot more now. I did lose him a bit coming out of turn 1, but that's okay. And coming into that hairpin there, you can see how much I heavily catch him. Just through that corner, I've gotten straight to him, which I was actually quite surprised by. But I also knew that I would have to find a way to overtake him, which, considering this kid in front, he used to be in my first ever amateur league season. You can see I try and get alongside. But I'm pretty sure he's been in Tuesday League or Thursday League, so I don't know how he drives at this point. So I'm just trying to gain as much time on him. Now I do get shunted there to a point where I know that I was messing up that corner, but I kept on trying to do it. I've got no idea why. I should have just ran the same line that everyone else was running. I don't know why I did it personally. I thought that it was quicker and that I could gain more time on exit, but it was just not the case. Coming down into the straight here, you can see that I'm just tucking, trying to catch him. Now his main weakness was after this corner coming into here, which I knew that there was that he had a problem there, but my cart just could not get alongside. So there was no way I could have overtaken him. He's a very quick driver, so applaud to him for keeping P1 this whole race. And you can see coming into last corner, you can see I'm actually catching him a heavy amount now. And I'm like, oh, I need to get in front of him, just overtake him. But again, coming into turn 1, I'm losing him a bit. but I also start catching around this hairpin up here, which you're about to see now. You can see my line was a lot better through there, so I just catch him a heap. But then there were different sectors. He was faster than me, and then I was faster than him, so there was just no way I could have overtaken him. So I was like, how do I get quicker than him? But from this point, I'm like, I need to overtake him, like just going back in my brain. So there you can see I am quicker than him. And coming into pit corner, we're about the same there. And coming around to last corner, I run that same line. I don't know why I kept on running it when it was slower. Now at this time, I was about 4/10 quicker. So very good job to him for defending. But you can see there, I should have just sent that move because I was actually alongside almost. Like I was actually ahead there. And I reckon if I had sent that, I could have ended up being P1 this race. I'm very sad that I didn't send that, but that's racing, it's alright. And now, let's skip to the laps where I really start catching him. Now coming out of this hairpin here, I almost get alongside, but I know I just have to tuck back in. Otherwise the person behind is just going to overtake me, and I don't want that. So coming into last corner, I am gaining on him a severe amount at this point. I'm still taking that very rough line through there. If I hadn't have taken that, I could have been P1, but that's just the mistakes you make when you do go-karting. So anyway, coming back into turn 1 and then around that little corner on exit, and coming to this hairpin here, I know I catch him here. I almost have to slow down, but there's not enough sort of pushing. So then coming around to this hairpin here, I lose him there. That was the spot where I was losing him a lot. And now but this hairpin, this is where I would always catch him, where you can see there he's made it a bit better, but not to the full extent, where I was still quicker. But coming around to last corner again, I'm just still taking that horrendous line. I don't know why I was doing that. It did get me a lot more on his bumper, so maybe I did that a lot better there. But coming into first corner again, I'm like right there. I should have just sent something at least, but it is what it is. So here you can actually see I could have gotten alongside, but there was no room at all. So now we're just going straight back onto the straight and coming into this hairpin here. I'm coming around there, and it does not work out in my favor, but coming through here as well, I'm a lot quicker. I actually have to slow down there a bit. And then coming into last corner here, you can see that I am still stuck to him, like someone's put a tow rope between me and him. And coming around last corner, I did get shunted a bit, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta get first so I don't lose more positions. And then it's just coming back into turn 1 around that little corner there on exit. And now this is pretty much the same story each time. I catch him there, and now this does go yellow here, and he just doesn't slow down, which was a bit interesting, but then he did, so I might have sped up just like a tiny bit. And then it goes green. I do get the jump on him, but he covers that quite well. I look for it, I get alongside, but he just doesn't really give me room in there. And again, pit corner, I'm quicker. I'm not quicker through this corner, I know that, but I almost was, but I just couldn't make it in the end. So now let's get to the more entertaining parts. Oh god, I don't want to live this again. Alright, coming through last corner, or pit corner, I get shunted, which then gives me a massive speed boost. I have to go on his outside, he presses me in, and then my rival goes straight through, which is just, he's just shunted me, pushed me, and then I've been pushed through. Not fair at all, but that's racing. And turn 1 again, I'm so mad at this point. I just ignore me in my helmet. I am just so mad at this point. yeah, I might need to mute that clip. But yeah, coming around to the hairpin, yeah, so this clip will be muted. But yeah, coming around to that hairpin there, I'm already losing him a heap, which shows that he was just quicker overall. And while editing this, I was quite vocal in this, but it will be muted for you guys. But coming through last turn, I know that I'm losing him. I just need to go straight there, somehow make a comeback drive, get back into first, but I know it's not possible anymore. So I know my fate has been decided at this point, very sadly. But I mean, hey, I started third, I finished third. Pretty good result if you were to ask me. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's there, you know. So at this point, I wasn't too happy, but I wasn't too sad. So I guess it doesn't matter too much. But that's all really from this point, since it was the same thing here. So let's just skip to the end of the race. Now, coming around pit corner, this is last lap. He starts slowing me down a lot for some reason. And coming around last corner, this seems very fishy. He parks it right there just so I slow down more. That seems very fishy. Now just ignore my anger. I'm just really mad at this point. But he's just slowed me down. And I'm wondering if that was on purpose, which I think it maybe was. And then we just slowed down a heap for some reason. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, goodbye.